Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording session of Hearthstone. Oh, back to Hearthstone. Gosh, one of these days I'll get it right. So we need to trade out this instead of just sitting here like a fool. Alright. So we have a priest that we could do for 2 games, and then we could do paladin for 3 games and warrior for 2 games, and or we could do 5 games of paladin and just go between priest and warlock. And I think it's probably smarter to do 5 games of paladin. So let's see what the tavern brawl is. It's the same one we were having before. It just hasn't run over. We're not doing any arena runs. We could potentially do that, but we're back into rebuilding mode. If we're gonna spend this 5,000 gold here for 50 packs when the grand tournament comes out, then we're gonna be down to 80, and we don't want to be that low. So, Paladin is a max level guy, and it's the only thing I could really do though. So we'll just play the Paladin deck on the casual today and see if we can get 5 wins in 5 games. Highly unlikely that's going to happen, but we might as well try. So, let's see. I'm not sure if I had already started recording Tomb Raider, but I've started and I'm about, I would guess, halfway through Tomb Raider in the game.
I will fight with honor.
A little shorter than I thought it would be, being a probably just average 40, 50, 60 hour game versus the 200 hours I did, plus I'm sure I did of The Witcher 3. And I've been making some comparisons to it. Oddly enough, they were very focused on making Lara Croft and Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider 2013 reboot, look good. So there are definitely points that look better than The Witcher 3, which is a sad statement, and the outfits in particular, since there's only 5 outfits in the game, all run in the cutscenes and look way better than The Witcher 3 did, with its hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of armor and weapons and stuff. So less customization there, but still some customization. Allowed for a system that I appreciate. I don't know if this is the right move, but whatever. Of course, there's definitely no comparison to Tomb Raider as far as just how The Witcher 3 is an open world with tons of stuff to do. Tomb Raider is straight up a run from point A to point B and do nothing else. Now if this guy attacks this guy, he's gonna die. If this guy attacks this guy, he's gonna die. So let's just play this.
Reporting for duty.
Let's just hope he doesn't bother to attack this. I don't know why he wouldn't bother to attack this, but I don't know. I see in Tomb Raider the thought that at the very beginning at least they thought they were going to make an open world game. The entire island that's on the map is pretty much used. It's just, it's chopped into sections, and each section is just one long path, except for a couple places that then got turned into multiplayer, which is ridiculous that there's multiplayer in uh, in the game at all. It's just downright silly. That's not what Tomb Raider was about. And in a lot of ways, even what the reboot is not what I think Tomb Raider in the past was about. But I haven't played the old games yet, so I can't say for certain. But I thought it was a platformer with puzzlers, and in the reboot it's a first-person shooter with stealth kills, and maybe every now and then, if you do the optional tombs that are barely in the game for a game called Tomb Raider, and are tiny for the ones that are in there, it's like one room of platforming for each tomb. Hardly enough. No, I'm hoping for a lot when the sequel comes out.
For justice.
That will give them the opportunity to fix a lot of the problems. There's nothing wrong with the game, particularly. It's a fine game. Mostly, well, there are things wrong with it. The story is totally chopped up. The story concept has her falling down and getting hurt way too often. It has no, like, it spent no time to make us emotionally connect with the characters in the game, so you really have no relationship to anybody in the game at all. Because you don't, the island's full of people who are supposed to be your friends, and you have like no idea. Well, you know that they're there, you just have no idea why you should care about them. If I do this,
I can fix anything.
and then this,
For justice.
do I get rid of this or hit this? I think I get rid of this. Yeah, that'll work. On top, the story has events happen at the beginning of the game that turn around and happen a second time in the middle of the game. Blatantly. Just blatantly. It has Lara Croft get stabbed through the stomach within like the first 5 minutes of the game, and then for the first half of the game it really doesn't matter or get mentioned, and then it becomes an issue again in the middle of the game, and then it pretty much doesn't matter again for a while. Let's see.
Justice.
I'll fix you.
For all the people that are supposed to be friends on her island, it seems a little unbelievable that she runs the whole game by herself. Nobody ever follows her, nobody ever goes with her. People come into the story, then disappear, and aren't really mentioned again for the majority of the game. Definitely some story things. Then there's just the things that a lot of critics said when the game first came out that possibly got overemphasized, but they are just downright strange. I've never seen a game spend so much time to lovingly depict their main character die in different scenarios. Like, if you went through Tomb Raider and intentionally killed her in every QuickTime scene, which it doesn't have QuickTime events where you press buttons, or really in the action scenes. It has more, you just are in the wrong place so you die, so you have to press left or right to move yourself. But every single time you mess up on one of those, you are totally, Let's see, can I win?
Let me think.
Yes, I can.
I'll
Good.
fix you.
For justice.
You're every time you mess up on one of those, you're shown a separate, unique death sequence that's really bloody, really graphic, unnecessary, waste of resources, and it's like somebody on the game actually hated Lara Croft. Somebody high up in charge. I mean, it's like death porn, basically. It's so silly, and I seriously doubt they would make the same mistake and in the sequel do that, because it's not necessary. All you have to do is have a stock her screaming like she's dying fade to black,
Uther
like
versus
every other game.
Gul'dan. Your soul
Or you
shall
are
be
dead
mine.
type
I
stuff.
will fight with
Every other
honor.
game for decades has figured out how to do this, how to do it right. And yet, for some reason, they decided to do something very strange. And what's really weird about the whole death scenes is if you're a good player, you won't see them.
I can
You
fix
just won't see
anything.
them because of the fact that you'll never die. Although a lot of those scenes where you do end up dying go on for so long and are so fast-paced and not, and you just don't know what's going on. It would be a little unlikely that you would ever actually be able to see them, avoid seeing them the first time. But overall, it's a fine game. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna have a lot more trouble with the older games. It did crash on me in the middle of recording. Something's just with my setup in general is what I have to assume. I have to assume that my video card that I have is designed to play the game at 1080p, fine. But it is certainly not designed to be recording that also. And it is overheating on practically any game that uses good video settings. It could also be the NVIDIA optimizers not catching on to that. That almost certainly is the case. Maybe I should, instead of using the optimized settings, perhaps instead of just using optimized settings, maybe I should just set it to high for all new games. But it's not really a big deal. It crashed once and I'm halfway through the game. That means even if I go through the second half of the game, it should be fine. I haven't gotten Windows 10 yet, and I kind of don't want to get it, but I'm going to probably end up having to get it.
Power flows through.
I'd prefer not to get it, but I don't see how I'm going to get away from doing that. Let's see, if I hit this, and this will die, and then only this will be alive. Good. The reason I don't want to get it is that it has some real questionable stuff about just how much is it going to be spying on me, how much is it going to be updating in the middle of recording, how much is it gonna do all of that stuff.
Give me a quest.
Reporting for duty.
Don't. But I gotta get DirectX 12, and this is the trick they always do. They always say, well, you're not gonna get the newest DirectX unless you get the newest Windows, and I don't really want to go against that. I have a year, so I could wait till the very last second to get the free upgrade, but I'll probably do it faster than that.
Reporting for duty.
Job's done.
Hello, hello, hello.
I need some cards myself here.
Power flows through me. To battle!
So if he attacks this one, he'll die. If he attacks this one, he'll die. If he leaves them, I'll do 8. He'll do 7. I'll win. I'm working on my stupid Excel sheet for Google Sheets. Sheet that
Reporting for duty.
that I use to document when videos are posted and schedule when videos have been uploaded and when they're supposed to come out. Trying right now to figure out how to get a formula in it to conditionally strike through shows that have already aired. This is interesting. These two
Reporting for duty.
will only give health to each other.
To battle!
Job's done.
If he doesn't have something more to do, I've got him defeated. Working with the whole sheets sucks real bad, but the only thing I could do, at least I feel I could do, to get around it and not use it would be to start either
I can
looking
ease
for
your
a
pain.
custom scheduling content management software that would probably cost a lot and be as big of a nightmare to learn as the sheets, or get a there we go. If it weren't for revenge, I would have probably lost that. That's probably what I need is I either need to program my own content management software or get one that worked. But then if I got one, it would be very expensive. It would probably be a lot of learning curve. There's definitely stuff that I would like it to do, it shouldn't be that hard. Just in YouTube itself, to put up a video saying it's the next video in this series and have predefined series, and it goes, okay, well, we know it's the next video in the series and you want to release on weekdays at this time for this series, so we'll put it for the next day that's not scheduled, put the next episode number on it, and put all of the tags and descriptions and what you tweet out and all of that.
Job's done.
And have that all done automatically. It should really be about 3 clicks worth of work. Now, setting up a series probably gonna take about 20 plus clicks of work and typing in things, but you would should only have to do that when you start the series. That would. But right now on YouTube, it's a nightmare. It really is. Even how I figured it out is still about 10 or 12 clicks every to do one episode. It's a lot of work. It takes forever. It's mind-numbing and boring. I wish I had a producer who would just do it for me. And then there's just features that are missing that I would like. I would like to be able to schedule a re-promotion of episodes on the weekends. I'd like to just on the beginning like the video is what I'm doing right now. So I'll go back on the weekends manually once an hour, just click like on videos to re-promote it, have more people what do I want to do here? There you go, if you silence this guy, you won't get your life back.
To battle!
That works. Double minions attack. Nice. Yeah, but this could be a trap.
To battle!
Okay. Other things on YouTube that I wanted to play an outro if YouTube knows that somebody is going to a video outside of my channel next. And it's not that hard to tell. YouTube knows whether it's going to suggest videos at the end or whether it's going to, it's on a playlist playback so that the next video will be something on my channel. And if it is, then it's just going to suggest videos. I'd like it to play an outro that I can record once and would just be automatically in the database to say, hey, thanks for watching. You might want to check out this video, this video, this video, and then I can promote things within my channel. And then if they still don't want to click on any of those links or check out those videos, then fine, I didn't manage to keep their attention.
Justice.
Yeah, I don't know what to do there. That might be a little naggy for people on YouTube, but I wouldn't be too upset about it, particularly as a person who watches YouTube videos. It doesn't bother me, and people already do it. They manually put it into all their videos, but that is a hassle, and it is a
I can fix anything.
To battle!
it's a bother to do it that way. It leaves everything stagnant. Doesn't allow you to update your outro without taking out your videos and then re-uploading them. And
Job's done.
if you're just re-uploading the same content, well, you'll lose the views on it, and thus it will just get ranked lower, and people aren't going to want to watch it the second time around. And then, of course, the biggest thing, the thing we want always to be fixed on YouTube is the dumb content ID system. The garbage that is content ID. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. It's really that simple.
Well fought. I can see.
Wow, I am doing good today. Doing good. As for my video card and all that, my hope is that I could probably get another video card and put it in SLI mode and power it up. We're never gonna go above 1080p probably on this video card. It's not realistic. It would take a major upgrade probably on my computer. It would take a major upgrade on my internet upload speed.
Fight with honor.
So going above 1080p I think is beyond it, and I don't even think we'd ever go even to 120 frames per second, because even at 1080p most video cards today couldn't handle that on most games. If I was gonna start doing something like that, I probably would want to put like a capture card in this PC, build a whole new PC if it was gonna start going to 2K or 4K, and then from the new PC play the games, from the old PC record the games and upload things, and then of course I'd need more uploads. So you're talking probably a lot more than $1,000 PC could ever do. You're talking a $2,000 or $3,000 PC when you start talking 4K. It's not realistic. I'd rather spend the money on games and turn out more footage by far than just try to get up to 4K. People compliment the quality on my video already, so I don't feel like I'm on the other side of that level.
Reporting for duty. To battle!
I shouldn't have done that. Alright, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna just save this since I've made some mistakes here. If I could double this, I might be able to win. Like, give it 5, that would be 18. I have 4. Let's play this.
For justice.
Smash that in the face.
The battle!
Smash that in the face. In return. I haven't been able to use my laptop for anything. The question is how to really move the files over. I need the video files to record on the SSD, at least I think I do. I'm of the opinion I think I do. So that...
I can fix anything!
For justice.
Really? That's strange.
To battle!
For justice.
So how would I move move the files over. I need like a USB 3.0 file transfer cord and see if that really works. Where I could very quickly move up to 5 gigabytes or more over to a second computer that could then be in charge of uploading it to the YouTube, and thus I can close my Chrome browser and save maybe 10% of RAM. That's about it. It's not even really that much. I don't think
I
it's.
can fix
I don't think
anything.
any of my problems are really running
Reporting
into
for duty.
just a fact of lack of RAM. I think the video card is simply just getting pressed real hard to encode that video. I encode it at too high of a bit rate is certainly part of the problem. Very, very high bit rate. But it only goes to a high bit rate for games that need the high bit rate too. For games like this, or even less graphical than this, that never happens. It never gets up that high. It can't.
Reporting for duty.
My shield for Argon.
In return, just there isn't enough frames and changes going on that the bit rate could go up. The difference being this whole section here, right here, is just yellow from frame to frame to frame. That's not going to use a lot of bit rate to render. Now, if this whole section was full of thousands of blades of grass that were blowing in the wind back and forth, 1 pixel or 2 pixels in each direction, well, then you have something that needs to be, that would take tons of bit rate.
Power flows through me.
Reporting for duty.
Down to 16. If I can get past this guy, it'd be really surprising if I really did get 5 victories here. Nope, he's got me. Yeah, it would have been really, really surprising if we got 5 victories in a row. That would have been a lucky day. I am playing on a Sunday, which I guess Sundays are good days to play on. Not very many good players on. I wonder if kids can get away with playing on their cell phones in churches these days.
Versus Throw.
For Doomhammer.
Well,
I will
don't know.
fight with honor.
Probably. I think I recall at least a few of them were allowed to play, were playing Game Boys in the old days. So I don't know why it would be any changed. Of course, that all
Ready
kind of
for
dependent.
action.
Every church is a little different. And I haven't been in one in a long
I
time,
can
so
fix anything.
Job's done.
I wouldn't know. So I want to do this, but I can't. So instead
Reporting
I'll
for duty.
do
fix you.
this
Job's done.
and get rid of that part at least. I'd forgotten I played Avenge. Yeah. Oops. Had forgotten totally about that. I could deal 3 damage.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Darn it.
The battle!
That's not what I would have liked to happen. So next turn, if I can keep this guy alive, I'll play this on him. That'll get him to 8. Turn after that. There we go. Play this. Play this.
The battle!
In turn. Next turn I could play this on him and then get 8 to the face.
Put this apple on your head.
Now if he summons 2 things.
Get down!
Okay, so I gotta choose now. Do I do 3 damage to kill this guy and draw a card? Or do I double his attack now and do 16? Let's do 3 damage to this, draw a card. Summon this, silence this guy. Hit this guy in the face. He's in a precarious position. Let's see. This, and then this, and then this.
Reporting for duty.
Hit this guy in the face.
For justice!
Hit this guy in the face. There we go. Think we're gonna possibly win this one. It's looking pretty good. It will be a little shocking if Tomb Raider ends a little early, but I am doing 30-minute episodes now, and if it ends early, that's fine. There's plenty other games to play. In a lot of ways, I'm kind of aiming towards Christmas, or I have this sneaking thought about, well, I'll run out of games towards Christmas, which is the wrong thought to have. The true thing I need to do is make the Steam Summer Sale last all the way towards next summer, which is not till Christmas, it's still a lot longer.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. So we hit this guy. That gets that down. We hit
For justice!
this guy.
The battle!
Hit this guy. There we go. If I can get this guy up 1 more, he'll be above 10, then double his attack. That would be enough.
Feel the power.
Let's see.
Give me a quest.
Reporting for duty.
Well,
Limitless.
The battle!
we'll get one to the face there.
Drag no, stupid!
Okay, let's try this.
My shield for Argon.
There we go. 18
To battle!
to there.
Well
One
played.
here. And 18 to the face. And we won. We're doing so good too. Let's just go one more. See this victory through. We'll go one more game since we've won 4 out of 5 games on this episode, which is an amazingly high success rate. Of course, it's half of that is probably the Paladin deck is a good deck. And half of that is just I'm getting really lucky for one reason or another.
I must protect the wild.
I will fight with honor.
I am working right now to getting towards 2 months in advance of having each series, the 3 or 4 series that I'm going to do, be 2 months in advance. And then once it's 2 months in advance, that's when I'm going to try to start playing Borderlands. And hopefully I could play Borderlands for maybe a month, and then I'd only be a month in advance, then I'd need to go back and replenish everything to be 2 months in advance again, and then I could play some more Borderlands, and so on and so on. That's my thought.
Reporting for duty.
Weapons ready.
At least. And then Borderlands, once I have a significant chunk of it, I'll just start releasing that as a 5th series. And I don't think we'd ever get to a 6th series, but maybe. Who knows? It just all kind of just depends.
Failing.
Let's see. We summon this.
Reporting
We
for
play
duty.
this. And then
To battle!
we end the turn. Next turn we can play
Put this apple
Consecration
on your head.
and get rid of both of these guys, actually. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So we silence this guy. We restore 4 health and give ourselves 2. Is that what we want to do?
For justice.
To battle!
Smash the face, end the turn. It's down to 20 at this point. So I want to play this and end the turn. Next turn I want to play this and this. I think I got it.
Reporting for
As
duty.
long as he can't kill this guy. start powering this guy up. I do want him to kill this guy.
What you looking at?
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
Well, I had wished for a slightly different outcome. Let's power this guy up first. Let's do this,
Reporting for duty.
and then this. Smash his face.
To battle!
Smash his face.
Job done.
Between his 3 things, he could kill this guy.
TC-130 into dislocator.
Interesting mistake to make there. Now it'll be a
Sorry
50-50
about that.
shot if he kills one of these guys, whether
A
Avenge
natural
hits this
mistake.
guy. Is he just gonna concede right now?
I wonder.
Hit it. Correct.
I wait for no one.
So all I can do is this.
No play.
Which is all I
I
need to
can
do.
see.
And there I win. Great. What a great episode. This is going down as our best episode yet. 120 gold, 5 victories in 6 games. All I have to do next recording session is play the Priest and Warlock and get 2 victories. Should be pretty easy. The Priest is a pretty decent deck. We are up to 220 gold above our goal, so we're making progress there. Hopefully we'll be back up to 5,000 before the next expansion happens, even above it. Anywho, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.